Recording in progress.
Ne-apologies ka-Foro DM bobabini ne? Albi,
Ndifumene ka-DM chapha.
nekaSquatch ungene. Ndifumene
Okay.
nekaSquatch une-engagement yoku-facilitator i-meeting ne-military veterans and yes, ewe.
Engakho sidingo soba ube khona.
Tuke, xa uyithetha uyincame loo nto kaloku bazawuthini abantwana babani ungathumeli.
Khona ndifuna ukustopa le nto ayenzeki, stop recording.
Recording
Okay,
stopped.
istopile. Then bangafuni ustop recording sazivume.
Yho, hayi ke. Okay ke ntombi masibalinde. Uchaphesini ke andikamfumani kodwa ndimfowunele ndamxelela uba inambari ndimthumelele.
Oh, okay. But uyifumene number?
Ndiyifumene inamba ndifowunele omanye ungena.
Okay, ke mama.
Ngathi ifunwa nguspika. Good
Colleagues,
afternoon,
good
members.
evening. Hello.
Thank you very much, Doc. I was about to appoint the acting chairperson.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Bush. We are
Thank you,
waiting
Doc.
with one member. We are not collating. There's
We're
only five
correcting Memahlo
members.
just entered. Memahlo just entered.
No, it's Memahle, Kapa, Mamutwete, Tatumasipa, and Mamutape. Who's else? There are five.
Oh, okay.
We're waiting for one
Oh,
member to.
Ngonje, we have to take a decision. Okay.
Yes, we have to elect, we have to correct because we have to elect an acting chair.
Oh.
Yes. Did you manage to?
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you? Hello.
Good afternoon, members and colleagues.
Good afternoon, Acting Chair.
I'm not sure if I heard correctly that there is a sizable number of
Honorable
members.
Chwete?
Yes, Mama.
Yeah, we're just waiting for one member to log in, then we will be having a quorum so that we elect an acting chairperson for this session. We need to have a quorum.
Oh, all right. Molweni ke. Imolo ayina quorum.
Molweni haina quorum.
Bayabulisa abathembu.
Oh,
Hayi,
Sawubona Mthembu.
siyakubona Mthembu omkhulu.
Good afternoon, members. I think we are correcting now. Thank you for coming in, Tate Matthias. Members,
Yes, Mama. Manyam.
Yes.
thank you very much. I would first like to extend an apology for the chairperson. He is on the flight right now, coming down to Cape Town. Then, in the absence of the chairperson, the rules of parliament allows members to elect one of its members to act as a chairperson. And can I call for nominations, please?
My hands is up. My hands is up.
Mamu Chwete? Miss
Thank
Chwete?
you. Thank
My
you,
hands is
Kamza. I rise to nominate Honorable Member Mangezi Tlape act as a chairperson of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mamu Chwete. Can I call for a seconder?
my hands is up.
MP Matlo?
I second the nomination by Metswete.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Matlo. Can I call for further nominations? In the absence of no further nominations, Dr. Manketsi, you are duly elected as an acting chairperson for this session. Thank you very much. You can take over your seat. Thank you.
I wanted to nominate myself acting chair, but
Nominations has been
Ngele
closed,
langani.
Honorable Masipa. No, thank you so much, colleagues, and let me take the opportunity to welcome you to today's meeting. This is a continuation of the meeting that we held on Tuesday. I must also apologize that I'm on the road. Those that knows the Northwest and my region, they know that Tate Matthias
Recording
will
in
be
progress.
having those by-elections on the 6th. So as and when I got cut, I have spoken to Honorable Chwete to take over. I'm on the road as we speak. That is my region. Now, honorable members, let me welcome the Director General, Ntate Ramasodi, the DDG Ntate Surache. I've seen the legal team that is here, Ntate Njikela with your team, our secretariat, our support staff. And we're dealing with just one item today. And only the chairperson's apology has been tabled. Do we have any other apologies before we go to the item for the day?
Yes, Chair, we've got two other apologies from both DMs, DM Kappa and DM Squatcher. They are also not available for this meeting, Chair, due to other commitments. Thanks.
Thank you, Secretariat. We note the apology for both the deputy ministers. Like I've indicated, honorable members, we're dealing with just one item, that is the A list. We have agreed on Tuesday that we allow the legal team and everybody after deliberations that they go and cleanse our A list and factor some of the issues as indicated by the committee. And this is the time that we agreed on, that it must be brought before us for consideration today. Having said that, Ntate Njikela, it will be you who will be taking us as the legal advice team through the process of today for the A list, so that we see how far we go with a clause by clause agreement, and at the end, if we agree, we'll have to adopt the A list. We will be checking as honorable members if issues that were raised has been factored in this A list today. Are we good, legal team?
I hope I'm audible from your side. May I get a confirmation, Chairperson?
Yes, Ntatanjikela. We're saying we are in your hands with the A list. If you can flag it and take the members through clause by clause. We have scheduled this meeting just for an hour to deal with this item.
May I ask the Secretariat to just flag it for my colleague Zingisa?
Yeah, it is on the screen.
Chairperson, the document had been circulated. I will invite my colleague Zingisa to take us through it. We have in our presence, Chairperson, also the State Law Advisor. Zingisa, would you take the committee through the A list?
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members.
And when you're taking us through, Madam, let me indicate to honorable members that the process will be being taken through clause by clause. At each clause, we need to say if we agree, so that at the end, we should be able to adopt. So please, we will be doing deliberations clause by clause and ultimately agreeing. Let's look into that so that we don't get stuck with the process. Over to you, Zingisa.
Thanks, Chair. These are the proposed amendments and that we have considered to our A list. We have revisited the proposals in respect of the definition of landowner in the definitions, and therefore our first amendment would be on clause 1, definition of landowner. It is on page 6 from line 16, where we would be omitting the definition of landowner and to substitute the following definition. A landowner means a natural or juristic person or a community who holds a right in land, registered or unregistered, over which such person or community enjoys protection under any law. That is the proposed amendment to clause 1.
Honorable members, clause 1.
Agreed, Chairperson. Thank you.
Agreed. We're moving on. Zingisa.
Agreed.
Thank you, honorable
Thanks,
members.
Chair. Thanks, Chair. Our next proposed amendment is in clause 5 on page 9 in line 16, where we have inserted and other media after Gazette.
Honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed.
We move on.
Clause 6. Our first proposed amendment is on page 9 in. May I proceed, Chair?
Please proceed. Members, can you just mute your microphones? Sorry for the disturbance.
On clause 6, our first proposed amendment is on page 9 in line 29. After Gazette, we have inserted and other media. Perhaps I will just read all the amendments to the clause. And then on page 9, still in line 32, after Gazette, we have inserted and other media. And also on page 9, still in line 42, after Gazette, we have inserted and other media. Those are the amendments that we've effected in clause 6.
Honorable members, amendment on clause 6.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed. We move on.
Our next proposed amendment is on clause 9. Page 10 in line 17, after Gazette, we've inserted and other media.
Honorable members, clause 9.
Agreed, Chair.
Seconder. Any seconder? Where are my members now?
We said agreed, Chair.
Yeah, I need 2 people to agree to that. Move on, Mezingisa.
Okay.
Our next proposed amendment is on clause 10. On page 10, in line number 36, after Gazette, we have inserted and other media.
Clause 10, honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed, we move on.
The next proposed amendment is on clause 11. The first one is on page 10 in line 43. After Gazette, we have inserted and other media.
Agreed.
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 On page,
on page 2, number 2. Page
the
11.
second one would be on page 11 in line number 3. After food, we have inserted and other agricultural production. Other agricultural, in fact. Let me just end there.
Number 3.
Agreed.
Let's deal with all the items on clause 11. Number 3, page 11.
The last on clause 11 would be on page 11 in line number 4. After Gazette, we have inserted and other media.
Honorable members, clause 11.
Agreed.
Agreed.
We move on.
Clause number 12, the first one would be on page 11 in line 17. After Gazette, to insert other media, comma, other media. And the second one on page 11 in line 32, after Gazette, to insert and other media.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Seconder. Agreed. We move on.
The next proposed is clause number 13 in line on page 11 in line 43, after Gazette, to insert and other media.
Clause 13, honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed, we move on.
In clause 15 on page 12 in line 48, after report, we have inserted where required. The second proposed is on page 12 in line 49, to omit by the minister and to substitute with in terms of this act.
Clause 15, honorable members.
Agreed.
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 We move on.
Clause number 16, the proposed amendment is on page 13 in line number 2, after Gazette, to insert and other media.
Clause 16, honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed.
We move on.
Clause number 17 on page 13 in line 25, after Gazette, to insert and other media.
Clause 17, honorable members.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed. Agreed, Chair.
We move on.
Clause number 20 on page 14 in line 7, to omit more than one organ and to substitute or impacts one or more organs. The second proposed amendment on the same clause would be on page 14 in line 20, after any, to insert information and. The next proposed amendment is on page 14 from line number 38, to omit subsection 2 and to substitute the following subsection: 2A, the competent authority must consider an application for an agroecosystem authorization and provide the applicant with a decision in respect of such application within 30 days of receipt of the application or within a reasonable time as may be prescribed for certain specified agroecosystem authorizations, and must, in the case of a refusal, provide written reasons for such refusal. A B will read as follows: the competent authority must keep and maintain a written record of all applications submitted for agroecosystem authorizations and the reasons for his or her decisions in respect of such applications. The last amendment would be on page 14 in line 41 after sub 2 to insert B. Those are the proposed amendments to clause 20.
Honorable members, clause
Agreed.
20.
Clause 20 agreed.
Agreed. We move on.
The next proposed is clause 21. The first one will be on page 14 in line 47 after Gazette to insert and other media. The next one is on page 15 in line number 8 after Gazette to insert comma other media. On page 15 still in line number 12 after Gazette to insert and other media. On page number 15 in line number 31 to omit O. On page 15 in line number 33 to omit the full stop and to substitute with a comma O. On page 15 still after line number 33 to add the following paragraph: G is disqualified from serving as a director of a company in terms of section 69 of the Companies Act 2008, which is Act number 71 of 2008. Those are the proposed amendments on clause number 21.
Clause 21, honorable members.
Agreed.
Member Shaw agrees.
Yes, I agree.
Agreed.
Are we moving on?
Thanks, Chair. The next proposed amendment is in clause 23 on page 15 in line number 51 after Gazette to insert and other media.
Clause 23, honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed, Chair.
We move on.
Clause number 24 on page 16 in line 19 after Gazette to insert and other media.
Clause 24, honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed, Chair.
Clause number 26 on page 17, line 14 to omit subparagraph Roman figure 2 and to substitute the following subparagraph. Roman figure 2, subject to the provisions of the Protection of Personal Information Act number 2, of 2013, Act number 4 of 2013. Information on the land owner and land user, and where such land owner or land user is a natural person, the nationality and gender of such land owner or land user, comma, and.
Clause 26, honorable members.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed, Chair.
We move on.
Clause number 31 on page 18 in line number 55 to omit previous and substitute with prior.
Clause 31.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed, Chair.
We move on.
Clause number 34 on page 20 in line 37 after Gazette to insert and other media. On page 20 in line 45 after Gazette to insert and other media.
Clause 34, honorable members.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed, Chair.
We move on.
Clause number 35, Chair, on page 21 in line number 8 after authorizations to insert comma, including the reasonable time within which a competent authority may consider and respond to applications for certain specified agro-ecosystem authorizations. And on page 22, in line number 19, after Gazette, to insert and other media. And on page 22, in line number 21, after Gazette, to insert and other media. On page 22, in line number 23, after Gazette, to insert and other media. On page 22, in line number 28, after Gazette, to insert and other media.
Agreed, Chair.
Clause 35.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed.
Chair, those are the amendments that we have considered and incorporated into our A list.
Honorable members, that is as presented, and you have agreed to the clauses on amendments effected on the clauses. I'm putting the A list for the pedal bill before your honorable selves for consideration and adoption.
Chair.
Honorable Masipa.
Yeah, there's clause 31 that Messingiza went a little bit fast. Can we go back to clause 31? I just want to make sure because there is a clause that we definitely, the way you said prior, where is that prior notice?
There it is. Omit previous and substitute with prior.
Yeah,
on page 18.
It's line 55.
Yes.
So we retain without prior notice. Is it what the clause say? Without, do we retain that? Let me read what it says. This clause says on compliance inspection, an inspector contemplated in subsection 1, subject to subsection 6, may enter any agricultural land at any reasonable time without previous notice for the purposes of ascertaining an issue required to ensure compliance with this act. And we have made our submission with regards to this, that obviously with high crimes and issues, we believe strongly that a prior notice should be given on visitation. I just wanted to sponsor that, Chair, that position be recorded. We don't agree with that this clause must be retained as is. And Chair, there is another clause. Obviously, I might not be able to pick it up now quickly. And I did speak at the previous meeting with regards to that particular clause, where a seizure and what you call that the officials can conduct a search and seizure without a warrant. The department, when they explained, or the legal state law advisor, when they explained previously, it was that in case of going to a residential premises, that's where they will need the warrant. But colleagues, we have to take cognizance that farmers, where they farm is where they live. So the law of search and seizure without warrant should not apply to farmers, because most farmers live where they farm. So I just want to make that submission, Chair, that clause, I think legally we might find ourselves wanting, because farmers normally, most of them, they live, their premises of stay is where they are farming. And we
Honorable
have made
Masipa.
accommodation on that particular. I think if you look at Section 8 of the phytosanitary, if you go read it, you will find that there the warrant will be issued before you come to a such decision. Thanks, Chair. I thought I will make those 2 points.
Honorable Masipa, I thought your members will call you to order, and I was very patient with you on this one.
And my hand has been up, Chairperson.
Yeah, I saw your hand, Honorable Busi, but you didn't call for order. I'm on record on this clause 31 to say we cannot have an act if this bill will be enacted. That is toothless. And honorable members, we have agreed that if you sponsor an issue in the debate and it doesn't see the light of the day, there's no need for you to go back to it. We went through clause 31, honorable members agreed. I would have essentially said we have passed, but I'm giving you benefit of the doubt even today on the very same clause. So if you sponsor an issue and it doesn't fly, honorable members must accept. Honorable Tshwete.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chair, of course, yes, I raised my hand. Probably I would have maybe unchaired and raised a point of order. I wanted to raise a point of order on Honorable Masipa. But of course, I thought I was trying to be diplomatic in doing that instead of interjecting him whilst he's making his contribution. Chairperson, today is not a day of that. Yes, they raised their objections and their suggestions on amendments, but we deliberated on that. For the past 3 weeks, we've been deliberating on these things. Hence, we called the legal and. Now there is nothing to note. There is nothing to note because we deliberated on this thing, on these concerns and the suggestions, and they did not see the light. I don't agree that we must note that this is what they have raised, and we must note that this is their concern today. They've been noted on the previous meetings, not today, Chairperson. Chairperson, today, the clause has been read, and we already finished the agreement. What I was I was raising on, Chair, I was raising on a point that we adopt the amendments, Chair, on EA list as is, as the majority of the committee that we've been deliberating on those things and consulting the legal. I rise on the Chair that we adopt them as is, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Tshwete. Honorable Mahlo.
I, Patricia Mahlo, stand to second the adoption of this list that we've been dealing with today, clause by clause. We have agreed, and thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you, honorable members. The adoption for the A list has been seconded, which then means the legal team and honorable members and the department in our next meeting, we expect that you bring this A list together with the B list for consideration also. And that was for today's business. We are done with today's business.
Thank you,
this meeting stands adjourned.
Hi, Doc.
Thank you, honorable member. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Doc.
Hi,
Doc. I wanted you to remind members that on today.
On? I didn't get that.
I'm saying I wanted you to remind members, I wanted to request you to remind members about the next week's meeting on the 28th, Tuesday, that we're having a physical meeting and we're meeting with Chinese delegation from 9 o'clock.
Chinese delegation on
M514.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yes. Yes,
There
ma'am.
it is, honorable members. Next
What
week,
is on the
Tuesday,
agenda? Are you going to
meeting.
still send us the agenda? Sorry, Chair.
Thank
The
you.
email is sent, Chair. It's on.
All right.
Another thing, Chair, sorry. Sorry, Chair.
Yeah, ma, I want to close this meeting. Go on with your
Yes.
information sharing.
Another thing, Chair, just to remind members that due to the mini plenaries tomorrow, the meeting for tomorrow has been rescheduled to start from 2 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, because there is mini plenaries in the morning. Thank you, Chair. So the notice will state from 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Goodbye, Chair. Goodbye,
That
Doc.
is the
Goodbye,
information, honorable
officials.
members. This meeting stands adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable, when I know you'd like to smuggle, you are smuggling.
Point of order.
Akabaphumani. Phumani Maga,
Meeting adjourned.
asifuna
There's no
unika.
point of
Hey,
order.
no, we can't get out here. Let me deal with that first.
Asifuna uniza.
Bye-bye. Meeting adjourned.
Let me deal with
Utilisa naba.
Metswet, you're out of order. When Manyamza, put off the record. Put off the record here. I want
Recording
to.
stopped.
I want to deal with.
Masipa. Does it mean that Della is not in the house? You can harass our women like this?
No, the parliament is finished now. You know, we must be on record. Hey, why are they coming back now? Hey, it looks like they're coming back now.
Stop harassing our woman, Chief.
Hey, this thing, Wena, you are out
See
of
you
order.
next week.
Stop harassing our woman.
Hey, Wena, you are out of order. Wena.
See you next week.
Rabbit, I miss you,
Stop
man.
harassing our woman.
See you tomorrow in the plenary.
Goodbye, rabbits.
Bye-bye.
Takaba.
Albi.
Hi.
Albi.